Hello, race fans. This is Erik with Tailgating with Erik's podcast, and we're doing another wrap-up show. And I have a special guest here on the show today. And I got Mason here, my buddy Mason, who's the tire carrier for Josh Berry's car. I got him back again, so let's all give him a round of applause. Hey, Mace.
What's going on?
What's happening?
Nothing much, man. Just down here visiting Wilmington. Had to stop by.
Yeah, I know, man. I'm actually thrilled to death that you called me today and said you wanted to come back, because Barbara and I just did a show just last week and did a recap of what we're going to do next year, and things that we did last year and the things that we liked. And
you sent it to me. Yeah.
Did you like it?
I'll be honest, I haven't got all the way through it yet.
Well, so we're doing a lot of things different this year. You know, we're going to be recording it and putting it on YouTube now, so people can actually physically see us at the track and see who's on the show, see what they look like, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, we're really looking forward to next year.
Getting official.
Yeah, we're going to be definitely going to be official next year. So we got probably 41 days until Daytona.
Oh, I can't wait. We're just now, this is my last weekend of freedom. We next week we get everything ramped up. We're going to start practicing on the car and everything, and getting ready for it. So I had to come down. I've been trying so hard to get down to Wilmington, but Josh kept coming up there to visit me. And then, my family's in Florida and all over the place. So I've been here and there. I went on a cruise. So I finally, I was supposed to visit my parents this week. But, they caught the flu and everything. So we pushed that visit back to the end of January, right before the season starts.
Right.
And I hit up Josh and I was like, hey, man, what are you doing this weekend? He was like, dude, come on down.
Yeah.
And then on the way down, I was like, oh, I got to text Erik. He's been wanting to do the show. And I obviously want to do the show. So here I am.
I love having you on the show, So we talk about a lot of stuff.
I think it's cool because I was here before the show. I was like the whole ideas and everything coming in. So I was excited to kind of, see it keep getting bigger and bigger. You got Cameron now. You got, you got 15 races next year?
Yeah, we're going to do a lot next year, and we're hoping that we can maybe pick up a few sponsors or something, or somebody can help us out and getting some camp spots so we can still do some shows. Maybe we might hit some more if we can get a little help with some spots, or something like that for camping. But we already picked up one sponsor, and we're working on some other ones. And so it's, usually it's after the first of the year and new physical year, everybody's getting their money and doing sponsorships and stuff. We're working on some other things right now.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we're trying to get that situated, and we're trying to do as many races as we can and do the podcast at all the tracks. We like to talk about all the tracks. We want to talk about the ins and outs, and we like to talk about what we like about the certain tracks, and we talk about, and then we try to get the race fans on and get them to talk, let them know what they like about their track. And, most people who go to the same track, they usually go to the same track over and over. And then we want to hear their side, why they love their track so much and all that. And then we're going to have special guests on the show like you and some other people. We're working on some other people right now. Right now, I think we have scheduled for Bill from Red 38.
Okay.
He's going to come on in Daytona. And then Corey from Daytona, he's going to come on the show. And I got some other ones I'm working on right now and trying to get on the show. But we're going to do about at least 5 shows down in Daytona. And I'm also going to have my friends.
I'll try to do better work for you, getting people in on the Charlotte races. Maybe try to grab some of my buddies, some other pit crew guys.
I would love that.
I was trying this year, but I don't know. It's kind of like a lot for that race. Like a lot of people have family come in and stuff. And I was close on a couple guys, but he had family coming up from, I think he's from Virginia. So, you get your hands full when the family gets there and they're staying at your house, and it's hard to get away.
I've come to find out the easiest time to do the pit guys, is when we're in Charlotte. It's the easiest because you guys are all from there, and it's easy. You guys can come to the track early. You can always come in there when you when you're out somewhere else like Talladega or Daytona or something like that, they just fly you guys in and then fly you right out. And it's really hard for me for any of you guys to do any interviews.
See, but if you said you're going to San Diego. Well, that's going to be a overnight trip, so there might be some opportunity there because like any of those like overnight ones, like Phoenix or whatever, where they're out there a day early, there might be some more opportunities there because we're all there anyways, and your family doesn't travel with you. So hopefully San Diego, I can get a couple guys lined up for you.
That'd be good because I'm actually working on trying to get a camping spot right at the base. My mom's boyfriend, he's retired Marine, and he also works for the military. He's a military contractor, and he's working on trying to get us a spot on the base. So I have a spot right now that's about 12 miles away from the track, but I would love to get this spot where we're right at the track because I would really love to interview military guys with, military guys and all in their service, and also interview what they think about the race being at Coronado, because it's going to be really cool at Coronado. It's going to be pretty awesome.
The Charlotte Memorial race would be a good one to get. Because that's all military. That's a whole military appreciation race. Yeah. So maybe a couple there too. That'd be awesome.
Because my buddy that camps right across from us, and he's retired Navy, and he's been over there, and we've talked a few times. But yeah, we definitely want to have some military people on there and basically have some stuff. But yeah, that's the whole point. And then we're going up to we're also going to go up to Sonoma, and we're going to see one of the guys who watches the show, Gary, who basically runs Turn 7 in this big group up there in Sonoma. He's invited us to come down and stay there with him and do the show. He said he has a spot for us, so we're going to go to Sonoma. We're going to leave Coronado and drive up and make a pit stop at see my mom in Ventura, and then we're going to drive the rest of the way up to Sonoma.
So you're going to have a full trip in Cali then.
We're gonna knock both races out. I'm gonna get to put 2 check marks on my sticker on my race map on the side of the camper. I'll get 2 stickers of both the California races knocked right off.
That's
man.
Sick.
So then from there we're gonna head back east and we're gonna hit Chicagoland. We're gonna do Chicagoland. Since they're coming back this year. So.
I'm excited about that one. Yeah. Everybody keeps telling me the oval there is way better than the road course. But every time you go to Chicago, you got to worry about rain. So that's always a pain.
So we're gonna be there. We got a campsite in the infield, so we're gonna be set it up in the infield. So hopefully you get there early. Maybe you can come by and see us in Chicago.
Yeah, come say what's up.
Yeah, and then
I'll take the rental van and escape for a little bit.
Yeah. And then we're gonna be over in I think in between 1 and 2 is where we're gonna be at. Is where the spot's at. And then let's see, we're going to Michigan. We're doing Michigan this year.
That's another rain heavy race. I swear, this Michigan was the first one we haven't had to stay the night in the hotel because of rain.
And you mentioned that because the last time I was there, me and my cousin, we didn't camp. We went in to the stands, had tickets set in the stands, and it rained. It rained on us. We were there. It rained on us, and they canceled. They got the halfway in, and then they canceled it, and I was really disappointed because I was really looking forward to it. But that was the last time I was there. I'm hoping it's not going to be that this way again.
My first Michigan race ever, back when I was on those Rick Ware and 78. I don't know which one I was on. I think I was still on the 51. That was my first ever gig. Yeah, and we were like 20 laps away from being halfway. And the rain starts coming down. And then we had to they had to get hotel rooms last minute and everything. So we just went to a Mexican restaurant so they had enough time to figure it out. Because I think they were just rolling the dice. They're like, oh, we'll get halfway. I'm talking 20 laps before the halfway mark where they'd have to call the race. Mm-hmm. Sure enough, it rained. We had to stay the night there. And this is my first year. I didn't realize bring a second set of clothes and everything. It was probably my 3rd or 4th race. And so I had to go to Walmart and buy a Hanes t-shirt and some fresh underwear and stuff. That was a big learning lesson for me.
Right.
Always pack another set of clothes in case it rains.
So let's talk about so you're going back to work next week.
I think I report tomorrow, and we have to hit the basic stuff like drug test for a hard card and a couple we'll roll through some like exercises, like how many pull-ups you can do, like row, how fast you can row the 500 meter, just kind of see where you're at in shape. You know, they're just checking on how hard you work in the off season, maybe, or just have a baseline for a goal to like throughout the year, so you're not getting soft on them.
And then they give you were saying they give you some type of IQ test too. So
I don't look forward to that. I don't feel like I do good on it. It's like an S2 testing or something like that. But you know, maybe I get a little alpha brain before this time, because like my attention span to it, it's like a 40-minute test. Like 20 minutes in, I feel just gassed. Like, and it's just like little games. Like it's like a little ball that'll drop and you try to catch it in the circle, and it starts off real easy, and then all of a sudden the ball starts dropping like randomly. Like it'll be like 3 seconds in drop or whatever.
Right.
And I just absolutely butcher that one every year. So that is like the one thing I gotta go online actually today and sign up and pick my time to go do it.
Oh, really?
And they just put you, it's like taking a SATs test or whatever. They just put you in a corner and it's real quiet and you're trying to focus, and it just but that's part of their recruiting process now. But luckily I didn't have to do one of those when I got in the sport, or else I might have not got picked up.
So, well, that's good. So you can start. You've been working out though. You've been working out at the gym and stuff and keeping up in shape though, right?
Yeah, I mean, off season, like I've been going and like travel. Like when I went to Mexico, I think I worked out like 2 mornings out of the 6 days. But yeah, I stay very constant. I've been doing a lot more like running and swimming. I had a little bit of a back injury at the end of last year.
Yeah,
and
I know you told me about that.
Yeah, just like a pulled muscle thing. I never missed a race or anything, but this year, like this off season, I've dedicated, like I took a whole month off of any kind of back exercises.
Right.
Like I just want, that's what they told me to do. Like it needs rest. So I took a whole month off, and now like I have a routine every day. Like I have a foam roller in the house. If I'm watching Stranger Things or a TV show or a football game, like every commercial break, I just roll, go through my stretches. Like I just want to get, when I hit the season this week, like my goal was to have my back, like those muscles back there, like so strong that I don't have to worry about this injury ever again. Like, but those stretches and stuff I'll do for the rest of my career. Like I got to take that serious, you know?
Yeah. So what are you still doing? Are you going to still do next year? Go and do set up the car and learn how to set up the cars and stuff like that too. Like you remember you were trying to learn that from last year too for a fallback.
I might. I was thinking about it, but also, you know, I was also considering like getting into like my coaching stuff, like maybe being like a personal trainer or something too. Like every time I come down and visit Josh, it's a pretty good setup there. I don't know. I'm very undecided on that yet. I kind of want to do it, but also like it'd be nice to have my afternoons free again. You know,
Yeah.
A little bit of laziness, a little bit of like. But I mean, those guys have like one thing I figured out last year is those guys' schedule is insane. Like they're gone 4 days a week. I think I would like that. But also, like, you are, like, it's not a walk in the park at the track. Like, they're always having to do something. They're always having to, you know, eat non-planned meals. You have to go out and eat. Like, it's, you know, if you're, it seems tough. I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be for me or not. I might do it again this year. I'm still up in the air about it.
Well, I mean, you at least give it a try and see if you like it. You know, you might have to like it, but you understand though, if it's, you know, something happens and you can't carry tires anymore, you know, you'll have that off your plate, and plus then you can go back and do this, you know. But
I was thinking that, or I was thinking about getting into like coaching, like getting back to like football or something like that. I don't know. I'm not trying to rush it. Like my whole goal this year is my contract year is just to work hard in the weight room, keep up with my exercises, and just take this year as like try to focus as much as I can on you know, balling out and getting Josh into the playoffs again and making a playoff run, and, you know, getting back to next year, you know, get another 2 or 3 years on paper so I can, you know, and then I'll kind of consider that more.
So what do you think? You think Josh can make it back into the playoffs next year?
Man, I don't want to jinx it, but I'm very confident. Like, you got to think, like most drivers, you know, they say it all the time on TV. The driver needs 100 races before you can figure out where he's at, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think Kyle Larson had 99 races before he got his first win.
Yeah.
I think we have I feel like the energy with our team, we're like a close, tight knit team. That Wood Brothers legacy, like I think I'm really like guttural feeling is that we're gonna have a great year this year.
I hope. We root for Barbara and I root for you guys all the time. We always come and see you, and we were talking about on the last podcast. We were talking about how we snuck in to go see you guys. Remember at Talladega because they closed the pits off and we couldn't get in here to see you, and we saw you through the fence right there.
That Thursday is when I hurt my back. I was in pain, but luckily it was a speedway race. I only had to do 2 stops. Like that, I was hurt in that race.
And they gave you a shot or something, didn't they?
They do Toradol. Nothing crazy. It's just like it's like good
a muscle relaxer kind of thing.
Yeah, because that was the problem. Is like it wasn't necessarily the muscle that was the issue. It was pinching the nerves that were going into my hamstrings. So when it pinches that nerve, like it's like. I walk like hunched over like an old man. Like it is painful, but also like it's not hurt not injured is the mindset, right? Like I can still do my job. It's gonna suck. But I mean, the people that they have take very good care of us, and they make really smart decisions. Like when I got hurt that Thursday, I was there Friday and Saturday just doing rehab stuff.
Right.
And the minute I could touch my toes again, I was like, I'm good. And they're like, we're gonna make sure you're good. And but they did. I mean, but I mean, it's part of sports, right? Like we're not as physically hitting people like in football, but I remember back in football, like you're always hurt. Something's always hurting.
Yeah.
This sport, it's a little bit more of a blessing to where like you almost never hurt, but when you do, it's like it hits different than football. Because football, you're like, nah, I'm supposed to hurt, you know. But this sport, like you kind of get into this rhythm of okay, I've had like 10 races, I feel amazing. It's like a whole different mindset. So when you have something go wrong, it gets a little more in your head, I think, than when you're playing like wrestling or football. Like you just like everybody's hurt,
Yeah.
With this sport, you just want to be as close to 100% as you can, so you don't have to think about it at all.
So this is your last year on your contract?
Last year on my contract, I'm hoping everything goes great and I get picked up again.
Yeah.
I feel very confident about that.
So what they do? Just 2 years usually? A 2-year contract is pretty much the furthest they go, or what?
It just depends on the person and the situation, right? Like you can get as much as maybe a 4 or 5 year. But like I'm still technically like very young in the sport. Like that was my second full season. So a 2 year, me being on that 2 year makes sense, right? Because I'm young. I haven't had enough time in to deserve the 4 year deal, but hopefully, I keep working hard and maybe I'll get a 3 or 4 year this year, or even if it's just another 2, that's a blessing. But 2 is usually the standard. They'll do a 1 year if like they're trying to like fill you out. Like if I go to a new company, they'll sign you a 1 year and they'll be like, okay, we'll reevaluate you at the end of this first year, but we're going to lock you in for a year.
Yeah. So what did they get the whole jack thing situated for this next year?
Yeah, they every one of our jackmen for every car is coming back. They've moved them around a little bit, but we're in a really good spot where like everybody's pretty much returning, and I'm gonna get to hang out with the same group of guys again for another year, and
that's awesome.
I enjoy that. That's the thing. Like the sport itself is awesome, but like my teammates and stuff, and like you're spending so much time with them. Like I spend more time with them than your friends or your parents. So you just gotta have people that you rock with and that you can hang out with and talk with every week in the van.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
So I guess NASCAR is coming out with a new format. For a new race format. Have you heard anything yet about what the new format's going to be for next year?
I've heard speculation. So take this with a grain of salt, but I think it's going to still be 10 races. And I've heard, this is the rumor I heard, so not confirmed, I'm not dropping any new knowledge, but it's that the last 4 races will be for the championship. So that way you don't have a situation where one race at the very end, like the Denny Hamlin situation this year. But at the same time, can't be sure. And I also heard it may be 6 cars for the final 4 races. So those are the rumors I heard. But I mean, they change every day, so you just take them with a grain of salt. Honestly.
They're supposed to announce it here this month in January.
Are they?
Yeah, they're announcing it in January. They're going to announce what the new format's going to be like.
I'm excited about this year. You know, they've settled the lawsuit. Like everything seems to just be 2026 on the up and up. I mean,
yeah, I mean it's been such a great you know, I'm glad they finally got the lawsuit covered. But we've always also had some serious tragedies in the sport this year, you know, with Greg Biffle
And then
now
Denny's
his
parents,
and
yeah.
stuff. And so, you know, we've had some tragedies in it, and it's pretty sad, you know, about all the stuff. You know, Biffle was, you know, I've met him a few times, and like I said, I have his car sitting there on the front up here that I've had. And I've met him a few times, and he really was a nice guy, and he was friendly with everybody. You know,
well, even with the work he did with the hurricanes up in
Yeah.
Western North Carolina, like he was flying his helicopter there and back all the time, like just delivering stuff, just like an all around good guy.
I know
Like,
he was, and you know, I just, you know, it's a bad thing that, you know, the whole family wiped the whole family out, you know,
Yeah.
and it's just terrible. And then Denny's, you know, and he just about wiped out his whole family, you know, with that fire and everything. I don't know how his mom's doing, but I heard that she's improving from what I've read, and it's not good, man. The sports, you know, is taking some serious hits this off season.
well,
And
I hope Denny comes back. I don't know the speculation behind that, but it would be awesome to see him come back from that and make a championship run and stuff, you know. But I mean, I wouldn't blame him if he didn't race this year. You know, I mean, that's
Yeah, but I think he's under contract. I still think he has to race or something, but I think he's going to come back. I think his dad's going to want him to would wanted him to keep going.
Oh,
and
yeah,
racing.
100%.
And so I think he's going to get back in the car. I think he might be in his head, you know, in first couple races or a few races and stuff, and you know, but you know, he might come around. But you know, it's one of those bad deals, you know.
yeah.
And so, all right, so let's talk about. We're going to be at Daytona,
Mm-hmm.
and you going to have any free time at Daytona?
For the 5?
Yeah.
Oh, no shot. They're gonna fly us in that morning.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they're flying us. It's all those East Coast races. They fly. We'll have to fly in. I'm praying this year it's beautiful weather. Like we don't have to. You know, because you know my first Daytona, I was sitting in the parking lot waiting for to go, but we were waiting on the weather situation, and then they were like, "Yep, the race got moved to tomorrow." And like, but I live for the 500. Like, it's such like to start off your season with your Super Bowl. Nothing makes you more excited. And then as a pit crew race, it's actually a really good for you to get your like feet wet because you know you're waiting on the gas usually.
Yeah.
And so with that, like you don't have to run the 850 stop. You know, you know you're going to need about 12 to 13 seconds of gas. It just you can get all the nerves out, you know, make a little mistake or whatever. It won't affect the race. Like the 500 is like and you're waiting all off season to get back. And then every person wants to win that race. Like it's a crown jewel. Any of the crown jewel races is like your fingers crossed. You're like, this could be it. You know, you win the crown jewel. You get to stay the night in Daytona and have the winner's breakfast in the morning. You know, always pack a second pair of clothes.
So I mean, a lot of people want to know why in the world does NASCAR have the crown jewel of Super Bowls the very first race of the season? I mean, seriously, think about it. Every sport there is always at the end of the season. The championship is always at the end of the season, but the Daytona 500 is always the very first race of the season. Everybody puts all the money in their basket to win this race.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You get all these people who come in and try to pre-qualify because it's really one of the only races you can come and qualify and get in and not be in the charter, and they're all trying to get into this race.
Yeah, well, see, if you put it as the last race of the year, it comes down to those plate races and the wrecks. Like it comes down to too much drama. Essentially, if you made that the last race of the year and drivers are within 2 points of each other for the championship, and one gets caught up in a wreck because somebody unaffiliated, you know, it would just be a nightmare. Mm-hmm. But I think that's what, like the cool thing about our sport is like when we start off hot, right? We start off with the biggest one. There's going to be 250,000 people there, filled out 120,000 seats. Like it's a good environment to like, hey, we're getting going. You know? And
it is going to be getting going.
And you can ride that 500 energy out for like the first 10 races of the season. Like it gets you that fired up. The flyover, the people, the celebrities that are going to be there. Like
they're doing the Thunderbirds again this year.
Are they?
Yeah,
it's going to be sick.
Do you hear who this is going to be in concert?
Who?
Kid Rock.
The Kid
Rock's going to be in concert at freaking Daytona.
I love that Woodstock 99 documentary where it's like 90 degrees and he comes out in that big fur coat and he's like, my name is I've watched that documentary like 2-3 times. I mean, the whole thing was a disaster, but like I'm a big music guy, so I love that documentary.
I love Kid Rock, man. I'm so excited about seeing Kid Rock, man. We're Barbara and I, we're going to be in there. We're going to be right in front stage, man. And we're, and sometimes he likes to make a little quick stuff. Sometimes he stops over there at Red 38 and pops in over there.
Does he?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
it's been known that he's popped over to before. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be awesome, man. Red 38, but. Bill's going to be on the show and Corey's going to be on the show from Dega Nation. They're going to be at Daytona 500, so they're all going to be there. And and also I forgot to tell you, Barbara and I decided that Tailgating Erik podcast is going to do an award this year.
An award?
Yeah, we're gonna have an award that we're going to give to a driver at the end of the season. And you know what the name of it is?
What is it?
Full Throttle.
That's good.
So it's going to be called the Full Throttle Award. And it's going to go to a race car driver that we feel like that went all balls out this year to try to win the championship. He might win the championship. It doesn't mean if he wins the championship, if he doesn't. But for our instance, we would have gave it to Denny Hamlin last year.
That would make sense.
He gave it all out, won the most races, gave it all out, went all out to try to win that championship, gave it balls to the walls, and didn't win it.
If you just wanted to base it off of just driving crazy and going for it, I think Carson Hocevar would have.
Well, yeah, that
he
too.
He didn't have the playoff run, but that man drives hard.
Yeah, he does.
He drives to win, and that's why people gravitate towards him.
Yeah,
and other people can't stand him. But you look back at like Dale Earnhardt, like people couldn't stand him. He'll move you. You know, rattle your cage was his like famous quote.
But yeah, that's what we're going to have an award, and we're going to do. There's going to be 5 of us that's going to be on the committee, and it's going to be 50% of the vote, and then there's going to be the other 50% is going to be the fans. So we're going to have a book at all the races and at all the podcasts that we're going to be doing, and we're going to have a book, and people just can stop in and put whoever they want to vote for to win the Full Throttle Award. So it's coming. I'm having it made right now, and it is going to be a championship belt.
Oh, like a WWE?
Yep.
Oh,
it's going to be awesome. It says Full Throttle right on the front, and then it's got Erik's podcast logos on the sides. But yeah, it's gonna be placed on the table for all the races at all the podcasts, so everybody can see it. And but yeah, we're gonna do an award next year. We're gonna do it every year. So it's gonna be something that our podcast is gonna do every year, because the podcast is probably gonna grow and grow and grow and get bigger and bigger since we're doing all these races and more people find out about it. I think it's gonna get a lot bigger. Yeah. And it's just fun to talk to other campers and find out what they love about NASCAR so much as I do, and what you do and why you love it so much. And
I said, I came a fan late. Like I didn't, I wasn't a NASCAR guy until I got into it, and then I realized how special it was. Like I genuinely enjoy my job. I don't know how many people get to say that. So
right.
I feel like that's a big blessing that I have, is when I go to work, I'm not dreading it. I'm ready to go. What's the race this week? Where we're going?
Right.
My parents tell me all the time, because my dad's he's like, you better be happy you got a job you enjoy. And I was like, do you enjoy your job? He's like, yeah, but it's not the same. He's like, I enjoy my work that I do good work. But he talks about like anything in sports, right? It's such a special thing. Don't take it for granted. Enjoy the now. And that's what I really try to do, is appreciate the sport and what it's provided and how I get to keep going, and how, it's pretty cool too. You go and you meet people and they ask you what you do, and it's you get to kind of brag a little bit. Like, it's not many people have like jobs that they can talk for hours about. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's sometimes you got to be careful. You got to be careful on who you tell what you do. Because you get a little crazy.
When I was on the cruise, I told people I worked in concrete. It's the easiest job to say because they have no questions after. Like, I went on that Royal Caribbean cruise, and they had like a poker table, and I was playing poker with those guys like every night at 8. And I think I did get pretty good friends with this 179-year-old man named Harold. Yeah. And I told him what I did. And we were chopping up about it. But
he was laughing because you were telling him where you did concrete, but you really didn't.
Dude, it just depends where you're at and what you want to do. Like, if I'm going out with Josh and them, I'd rather just, not be caught in a conversation for 45 minutes about NASCAR. Yeah. But like, if I'm, if I'm around people, new people, or whatever, I don't mind, being a little braggadocious about myself. Yeah. Like, I like talking about it, and people seem to like to hear it. So, but I try not to talk about myself too much when I meet people. But God, I love talking NASCAR too, though.
Yeah, I know what you mean. So, all right. Well, I guess we've hit our 30 minutes.
We hit the 30 minutes.
Yeah, we hit the 30-minute mark already. So, but yeah, we need to get hooked up again.
Oh, for sure.
Let's. I mean, it probably won't be at Daytona, so we'll probably have to wait till we get to Charlotte for the 600. And you'll be down there anyways, because I know you always come down and watch the truck race and the ARCA race and the Xfinity race at my camper. So
I love it. And my old crew chief Ronnie Childress is coaching. He's crew chief in an Xfinity car this year. He's doing that 88 car that's going to be Carson Vapil. I don't know how you say that. Mm-hmm. And then it's going to be what was it? Zilich.
Oh, Zilich is going to race the Xfinity car again?
So I'm going to be watching every Xfinity race this year to see, I hope Rodney gets a couple wins. He was really good to me, and I really hope he kicks ass this year.
And Rodney was with who? He was with you on the 71 car?
He was with me on the 4 with Barry.
Oh, and really?
He was Kevin Harvick's longtime crew chief.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'm really excited to.
We need to get him on the show.
If I can get in touch with him, yeah. It's been a while. It's been a while since I talked to him, but when I see him at a track, every time I see him at a track, I say hello. So I'm wishing him a lot of luck this year. So
that's good. All right, well, let's sign off here and get done with this show and wrap it up. And cheers to another year and another year of doing podcasting and everything. So, yeah, this is Tailgating with Erik, and this is Erik, and this is Thunder Roll rolling out.